Morning, everyone. Today I'm gonna pretty much be going over market structure and where I could see ourselves going in the next about hour or two. Hold on, let me remove this. That was from a different trade. AFK live that I did, I think a day or two ago. But yeah, today we're gonna take a look at the market and pretty much just talk about the benefits of having your personal account versus having a prop firm account, and rather you should trade one of the other. With prop firms are very good. It's a very good way if you are a decent trader to make money. I feel as if so that most people should be able to take the money that they made from prop firms and put it in a personal account. And a lot of people ask why not just trade prop firms if you make more money. The thing is, I wouldn't say you make more money necessarily. I would say you have an option to make the same amount as money, but with less risk, if that makes sense. Like, if you have a futures account, your whole futures account is at stake. Versus if you have a prop firm futures account, the only amount of money that is at stake is the amount of money that you put in. For instance, let's say my Phidias payment or my Phidias payout, I got that account for free, and realistically all I had to pay for it was $100. And with that $100, was it 2,500 or was it 2,000? I'm not sure. I got one of those back. Pretty sure it was 2,000. But even with that being said, I only spent $100 on that account. So with me spending $100 on that account and getting 2,000 back, that's a pretty big risk to reward ratio, I'd say. The only thing about prop firms are their rules. Personal account, you have no rules. You can scalp, you can DCA, you can hold trades overnight. Prop firms, you can't really do those things, especially nowadays with a lot of traders getting payouts as such. It's like they're just adding more rules to stop you from pretty much growing profit and taking payouts. And this is a pretty prime example as to what I mean. So recently what I've been doing is I've been give me a second, let me zoom out here for you. Recently what I've been doing is I've been looking at the charts on higher time frames, right? So I would look at the charts on higher time frames in about London sessions, sometimes even Asia, and I'll pretty much just look at the previous day and see how high we got, like, where is the lowest, things of such. So what I do is I'd start from the day, and then might make my way to the 4-hour chart. And I'll also show you the difference versus my long-term hold charts that will take like a day or two versus my actual just quick in and out scalping charts. I'm pretty good with both actually. So like I could trade both ways. Being versatile is very beneficial. I feel like when it comes to trading, some people try to stick to one trade, and it's like you can only trade one trade for so long. It's like, let's say you have an iPhone and your iPhone updates, certain things just don't work anymore. You got to continuously adapt. And I feel like that's how it is with trading. So one thing I am thankful for is the fact that I've learned multiple ways to trade and how to trade different movement structures, all that good shit. But currently what I am focusing on right now is I told myself that I would draw a maximum of 5 levels, and I would draw them on a 4-hour time frame. And I would just sit there and watch how they react. Currently don't have any accounts to trade right now, so I've been just messing with the market. I have been in a practice account excuse me, just cause. And this is a move that I caught with this practice account. So, first thing I did is I realized how high we were getting. So I actually drew this on Monday. So everything you see right here was drawn on Monday. Nothing like right before this entire move right here. All of this was already drawn. So I would say at about right here is when the move was drawn. And this is pretty much proof of me catching that trade. This is a practice account, so it isn't really anything to flex whatsoever. But the whole point is that give me a second, let me zoom out of this. The whole point is that I was able to catch that trade. So I caught the beginning of it, and then after that, I just let it play out. I seen how much lower we could get. I got a few of the same levels on this, but this was on Top Step practice count. However, if you look at the live that I just let that sit in, you would also see these levels where never move, never switch. And if you're in the same Discord, you will also see that these moves, that these levels were never changed or switched. So with that being said, I feel like with a real account, right? So let's just say we had a real account, right? And we were trading micros. So would that be MNQ? So let's just say this is a real account, and right now we are trading micros, right? Let's say we caught this full move for 2 micros. We had $1,000 account and we caught this move for 2 micros, and this is a personal account we're talking about. We are looking at $5,000 if we would have let this trade sit for what, 3 days? Or it started from when? It started from Tuesday. So Tuesday, yep, this is when I caught it, Tuesday, all the way up until now, we would be up a total of $5,438, roughly estimated. Right? And that's why I feel like personal accounts are very much better than prop firm accounts in the long run. Better tax benefits, you can manage your trade, you can hold your trade, and prop firms, they just got so much rules, it's a certain amount of profit you can make. Like, let's say this was a prop firm account, right? Let's say I'm trading bull knocks. The most I would have been able to make is what, 1,500 in a day, right? Most I would have been able to make because of consistency rules is 1,500 in a day. But when you look on 2 micros, 1,500 goes by within 3 days. We got what, Friday, Thursday. Oh well, just about. It takes about 2 days. However, 2 to 3 hours out of that day, you have to be out of your trades. You cannot trade any longer. And I feel like that's the sad part about prop firms. There are some swing accounts, in my opinion, swing accounts are kind of just far too much expensive. But at the end of the day, there's definitely some good when it comes to personal accounts. So what I would like to do is I'm going to challenge myself to get as I have 6 Bullnox accounts. So what I will be doing is I will be getting Bullnox accounts, and whenever I get the money to activate them, which I'll try to get soon, I will activate them, and within activation, I will be trying to hold trades as long as I can within the consistency, and I will be attempting to do about maybe 5 micros, I guess. 5 micros, since it's, you can't really hold that long. You can only hold what, 8 hours of the day or some shit like that. So, or pretty much you could hold a session after a session. After a New York session, you got to exit, you got to enter again in the Asia session. So I'll pretty much be attempting that on one of the accounts. or I can activate three at a time. So what I'll do is for the first three, I will trade them how I normally do. And so you see how I said I was trying the 4 hour time frame with only um 4 to 5 levels. These aren't levels. This is just the top and the bottom. These little blue lines right here. My levels are green lines. If I have one trend line, nothing too much, nothing at all. This is my scalping chart. So this is a scalp that this is a chart that I actually scalp off of. This is why you see more levels. And yeah, so as you see, my levels are very consistent. It hits, it comes down, goes up. At the end of the day, as long as I am guaranteed for one of my levels to hit, I am perfectly fine with that. Like right here, I could also put another level, like boom, right there. Just put one there because I could also bring it down even lower, but I'm comfortable with having it right there. However, I know that when we do hit this level, there's potential for us to go down to the 50s. And with scalping, I just keep making levels. Like, okay, so why did we just come down to this level and push up right here, but now we're stalling? I look back and I see that this is where we tipped out at, resistance, but over here, this area was held as a support for us. So it's like my levels are pretty basic. Not too much going on. I don't get overly excited. I don't have too many what is it called? I don't have too many indicators or nothing like that. I trade with literally just like regular stuff, VWAP, EMA, like that's really about it. VWAP dashboard that just tells me when we're going, session volume profile, whatever it's called. Same thing over here. This is just an hourly thing. And only turn my VWAP and my sentiment volume profile, whatever the fuck it's called. Only turn these two things on when we are like scalping for real. These two, I don't even know what this is. Someone in the Discord gave it to me. Yeah, I mean, I guess you could say that they're like algos. I predict the market, but I don't use none of that shit. Every time I've ever used an indicator to base my trade off of, I fucking lost so much money or I've blown the account. So me personally, never doing that again. I don't care how much evidence it's backed by. It's like the second I enter, like it's like you ever join someone's paid Discord and they're giving you signals or some shit. And it's like, oh yeah, before you start taking the signals, every single signal is hitting. The moment you take their signal, that shit just doesn't work. That's how it is with indicators for me. So it's like, I personally can't use anyone's indicators that apparently makes you a better trader in a way, or that helps you reach your profit goal faster. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I will be having three accounts at some point in life. I will have three accounts at once. Currently not now because of my moving situation and all the bullshit that happened with other firms. So um yeah. And right now where we are on a chart, let's see. Ooh, look at that denial of that candle. We pushed directly up off it. That was a full what? Damn. 70 points. So that's a 70-point push up. What I would like is I would like for us to continue this push up on an hourly time frame, and with us pushing back up, I would like to see us, maybe come back up to around 150 area, 140s, come back down just a little bit, and then just push back up. If we could maybe see 300s again throughout the day. If not, if that does not work out whatsoever, then I would definitely like to see us hit 812. So it's either we could clear this and we could push up through the market, through the New York market. If not, then we could definitely come down. We do have news that will be altering that, so I'm not too entirely sure. Anything can happen, realistically speaking. But that would be my personal wants out of this market today. I would like to see us, push back up, clear some of its move out. And I do know that at some point of time, some point in time, we will be hopping right back into this trend line. Maybe not no time soon, maybe middle, end of next week, hopefully, if news and everything like that is good, but that would be my plan. But if that doesn't happen, then I'd like to clear this wick at 97s and we could possibly come back down to 812s. But, if we get down to 812s, then I would say we'll for surely slowly but surely make our way down to 671s. It is a holiday week, so we will see how that plays out. But if we do push up 303s after 303s, maybe retest this area over here where we got that instant drop at around 430s. And then hopefully from 430s we can just get a smooth sell straight up. Big candle going straight up. If not, then we will trade whatever the market gives us. No predictions. That's it for today. Make sure you guys trade safe today. Watch out. It's Friday. We do have news. So just be careful. Take your time with it. Don't rush it. Like, comment, subscribe, and code BAPE for take profit trading.